Hello retouchers, you're welcome to my channel once again. In today's tutorial, I will show you guys how I retouch this picture. So this is the raw of this picture. So we'll guide you guys step by step on how I fix this picture from looking this way to this. Okay. Then from this to this. Okay. So we are going to be retouching this picture step by step and also show you guys how I achieve these two skin tone, which is this and this. Okay, so before we proceed, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button so you get notification anytime I drop a new tutorial. Okay, so this is the raw picture right there, and I'm going to be retouching this picture with my all-in-one retouching preset right here. Okay, so if you're a retoucher, this preset is best for you. Okay, it contains everything you need as a retoucher, as an editor, as a graphic designer. Just one click, we do the magic. Okay, so and check my channel description. You download the preset here. It's all in one. Okay, so but if you have a preset that you used, you can follow along. Okay, so you'll be making use of the 8-bit frequency separation under this my all-in-one retouching preset. Okay, so as you can see, this picture is 8 bits. Okay, so we use this bits right here. Okay, so let's retouch this picture. Okay, so every click will give you a message. Just click continue. This message is instructing, directing you on how you can use the preset. Okay, just follow the message. Okay, so right here, as you can see, it has load. Okay, so it enables us to choose the amount of blur that will be okay to retouch our image right here. Okay, so for the sake of this image, making use of 10. Okay, so I've explained step by step on how you can choose the best blur for your image. Okay, so you can check my channel for it on how you can retouch. You can create frequency separation from scratch step by step. I made video about that. You can check my channel for the tutorial. Okay, so for this picture, we are using 10 as our radius. Okay, so click continue. As you can see, it has loaded. Then it will give you this message. This message is directing you on how you can set your mixer brush for the best result. Okay, so right here, we have automatically separated the low frequency and the high frequency. So the high frequency, which is the texture, is on its own layer, and the low frequency, which is the tone, is on its own layer. Okay, so and this is our mixer brush right here. So up here, the settings I'm using, my weight is on 60, my load is 60, my mix is 100, my flow is 60. And so this is the settings I'll be using for this particular image. Okay, so let's retouch this picture right here. Okay, I made a tutorial on how you can, the best way you can brush while using mixer brush. Okay, so the tutorial is still on my channel. You can check it out there. Okay, you can see what I'm doing on this. If you want to brush, just a cycle. Okay, and when you are brushing, you always make sure that you don't move the highlight to the shadow and you don't move the shadow to the highlights. Okay, so when you're working on the highlight, you remain on the highlight, and when you're working on the shadow, you remain on the shadow. So, and when you are working on your picture, always make sure you move according to the facial structure or the body structure to get the best results. And as a retoucher, when you are working on your picture, when you are retouching, always make sure you check, always check your before and after. And always zoom in and zoom out to check if you are getting if you are getting it accurate. So you can see this picture right here. This is before and this is after. Before, after, as you can see. So let's continue mixing this picture. So always follow the facial structure. As you can see, the eyes here, I'll follow how the eyes is, and also increase and decrease your brush size depending on the area you want to work on. Okay, so let's check before, after, before, after. As you can see the transformation. So you always check before and after, zoom in and zoom out to check the if you are getting it accurate. Okay, always go pay attention to the details. Always check what you are doing. So you know where you have mixed well and where you haven't mixed well. Just make sure you mix it well. Okay, so let's work on the shoulder. So same way, and when you are working on, always be careful. You don't brush the highlights to the shadow, or maybe brushing the shadow to the highlights. So when you're working on the highlights, you remain on the highlight. If you're working on the shadow, you remain on the shadow. Okay, so as you can see right here, this is before and after. Before and after, you can see we've done a whole lot of work here. Before, after. Okay, so let's correct some things here before we move into the next. Okay, so the next thing we'll do right here is to look at some of these stubborn spots that is still on her face. Okay, so need to leave her flawless. So let's pick out these spots that is still on her face. Okay, to do that, we'll highlight our high texture. Okay, high frequency. Okay, make it active and pick the clone stamp tool right here. Okay, so opacity is 100, flow is 100. Okay, so we pick from the good side and also use it and close the bad side. Okay, so that is how you can pick those spots out. So, and also to pick the good side, you click your alternative on your keyboard together with left click your mouse and pick from the good side close to the spot you want to remove. Pick from good side, then you release alternative and paint on the spot. That's how you can do it. if you're a beginner watching this tutorial. And always know that it's not just a spot that you can remove. Any unwanted stuff that you want to remove from the picture. It can be lines, it can be wrinkles and blemishes. So this is how you can remove them. Okay, as you can see right here, we have picked out all the spots on her face. Okay, so and when you are working as a retoucher, one thing you need to when you are working as a retoucher, one thing you need to know is that not everything you remove from the picture is not everything you remove. As you can see right here, she has this tribal mark here. So, and I'm not going to remove it because it is part of her. Okay, unless the model or the person you are retouching their picture requested for you to remove it. You always pay attention to the details. So this is before and this is after, before, after. Okay, so now the next thing we will do right here is to clean the eyes. As you can see, the eyes is dirty. So we need to clean the eyes. Okay, so and to do that, we'll use this eyes doctor here under the eyes retouch button in this my all-in-one retouching presets. Okay, so click on the eyes doctor. So right here, this eyes doctor, we paint only the white side. Okay, so make sure that your foreground color white is up, black is down, and your brush too, opacity will be 100, flow will be 100. Okay, it's only the white side, as you can see. So using this eyes doctor, now here there are many instead to use for the eyes here. Okay, one thing about this eyes doctor is that it will clean the dirtiness in the eyes and also leaving the veins, so making the eyes look more realistic. Okay, so it's only the white side. Okay, as you can see, the eyes is white, but somehow it's looking fake. Okay, so what I will do is to duplicate the layer, Ctrl J. Okay, so turn the blending mode to soft light. As you can see, it becomes more whiter. I have to adjust the opacity to my satisfaction. Okay, 2 layers, I will adjust the opacity to my satisfaction. Okay, so something like this is nice. So the thing to do again in this picture is to skin tone this picture right here. Okay, so and here in Photoshop there are many ways you can skin tone picture. There are many ways to do it. Okay, so let's use this pattern. So I create a black and white adjustment here. So as you can see, so what I will do next is to change the blending mode of the black and white to overlay. As you can see, so this is a dark skin tone. Okay, if we change the soft light to get something like this. Okay, so the dark skin tone also, so we use the soft light. You can still change to multiply to get something like this dark skin tone. Okay, so let's use soft light and we drop the opacity of the layer to this. Okay, and also I use selective color here and the colors to yellow. Okay, so I move the yellow up a little this way. So now I group these 2 layers here. As you can see, this is before and after. Okay, so this is how I achieve the first skin tone. Okay, or we let's add some highlight a little on the highlight side to make it more pop and shiny. Okay. So here under my dodge and burn button here in this my all-in-one retouching preset here, I have this glow and glamour here. Okay. So I click on the glow and glamour because I just want to add a glow on it. Okay. So paint here. So you can see the effect. So I paint here, paint here, paint here. So paint here also. So and drop the opacity to your satisfaction. Okay. So something like this is nice. Before, after. Okay. So you drop the opacity to your satisfaction. Okay. So now let's go and add the second skin tone. Okay. Before that, let's create an invisible layer for the first skin tone. To create an invisible layer, Shift Control Alternative E. Okay, so this is the first skin tone. I name it 1. Okay, so let me duplicate it. So this one, 2, as the second skin tone. So the second skin tone, I use one of my skin tone in my black diamond skin tone. Let me show you guys. So this is this right here. So this right here is black diamond skin tone. Okay, this black diamond contains 6 powerful black skin tone. Okay, so if you need it, you can check the channel description for it. So I use one of them here. Okay, so I go to my color lookup, I scroll down. So this is the 6th one is one I'll use. Okay, so as you can see, this is how I get the second skin tone right here. Okay, so you can check my channel description for the black diamond skin tone. Okay, so let's merge everything so we see where we started from. Okay, so as you can see right here, if we turn it off, okay, so this is the before of this picture, and this is after with the first skin tone, and this is the second skin tone. Okay, so before, after, second skin tone. Okay, so this is how I retouch this amazing picture right here. So simple and easy. Okay, so you can do that. And if you watch to this end, you are a pro. And don't forget, if you have any question, drop it in comment section. And if you haven't subscribed, please do well and subscribe to this channel. And also, if you need any of my preset, this is my all-in-one preset. It contains everything you need. If you need any of this preset, check my channel description for the download link. Okay, so I will see you guys in my next tutorial.